Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Today I am with, sorry, let's cut that one and do it again.
Charles Nguyen.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say two different things in one. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Today I am here with our guest, Charles Nguyen. He is joining us again. So thank you for so much for contributing so much of your time to share with our viewers the many wealths of information that you're providing us about financial freedom and financial health. So please, on this last episode, we would love to know, what is your vision for what you are creating through your programs to help people achieve financial freedom?
Well, I realized that, when people ask me about, hey, how do you make more money, right? And I tell people, like, well, that should be the primary question that you should ask. The primary question you should ask is, why do you need to make more money? Because it's that why that you find a way. Because without the why, it doesn't matter what strategy, technique, or wisdom I give you, you won't do it. Unless you have that inspiration. What is that big why? So to me, is that big why just for yourself, for your loved one, or for mankind? And I realized that the bigger the why, the more people compel to want to actually join your journey or your journey to whatever your vision.
Mm. Wow, that's beautiful. And how do you see yourself working on that vision and amplifying it through your reach with your content and your programs?
Yes, as the previous episode, I was talking about, whatever we on this journey to pursue our dream and goal, we always have to balance about knowing and fulfilling our dreams, but at the same time making a living. Or to me is having the money intelligence, the managing your resource, right? So it's kind of like having heart wisdom, right? You have your heart and you have your wisdom, and it kind of combine. And to me, if you really want to do great big things, is what is your context? So let me ask you something. So let's say you want to start business with me, right? Are you more impressed if I just talk about, oh yeah, this business, oh, I only me benefit, or is it, oh yeah, we do together, this is how you benefit, this is how I benefit, or hey, we together, not only you and I benefit, but we make a big difference into the community, into the world, which one is more exciting.
Mm.
So I realized the higher and the bigger context, the more motivated you are, and more people willing to gravitate toward your vision. I really I found this out by the last year and a half. I went on this trip. Right? I have one of my associates invited me to Vietnam and visited the orphanage center. So we visiting like the orphanage center, the children who have AIDS. Can you imagine? Not only their parent abandoned them, and now on top of that they have a terminal, potentially terminal disease, right? And so when I was with this girl, uh, her name is I remember her name is Hương, right? I remember, and she kept that smile on my face. And I look at it and I go, wow, um, who giving who, right? It like she gave me such a gift, and she made me realize that what problem do I have, like compared to what, compared to her. And that's when I realized, when I come back, I got really motivated. I go, hey, I want to make a difference. And to me, my one of my big vision is, how can I help the children, the orphanage, be self-sufficient? And not just self-sufficient, how can they be a great contributor to society versus be a burden to society? Uh, so I realized that I want to build kind of like Life 101 University. Life 101, Life 101 University is it's a collaborative of other experts like yourself. I remember you talk about health and mind, body,
Mm-hmm.
taking care of yourself and stuff. And I realized that I want to work with, collaborate with a lot of different experts that specialize in their own field, that they share their gift, right? And they give back to this community and let empower children, empower women, empower the elderly to give them like a second chance in life and let them live a fulfilled life that they actually contribute to society versus being a burden to society. So that kind of the vision, and I realized that my part, I focus on financial education because to me is financial education is give them the foundation, right? Because everything related to finance, right? And not, it's just not about finance, about managing your resources. So to me, about how do I empower the children, the women, the elderly, managing their resources so they can actually fulfill their dream and goals.
Oh, that's beautiful. Now I bet our viewers are dying to hear what was your biggest why when you started?
Well, one of my biggest why when a couple of years ago when I went through that financial hardship back in the economic breakdown when I lost my business, I lost my home, right, and I almost lost my family. Uh, and that's when I look at my kids and I go, are my kids going to share the same fate? Are they going to be graduated with all this debt that consume them, that lead them to frustration and despair? And people, during that time, a lot of people even suicide. Uh, and I realized that I don't want that fate for my children. So that's why I devote tools and resources, as I mentioned in other episode, on helping children, graduate college debt free and stuff. And I realized that, are my children not the only one, or there's other people in my situation. Uh, and that's when I realized that I got inspired. I go, hey, there's a lot of children. And to me, I believe in calm, right? So if you go beyond yourself and you do things not just for you, and not just for your loved one, but for mankind. Right? And I imagine that one day, for example, if I do enough good in the world, right, that my great great grandchild got in trouble, and because I did some good and some good deeds, somebody reached out and lent a hand and helped my great great grandchild. Right? And that's kind of like the vision I have. That's one my big why. Another big why is that if I go to heaven one this day, at the gate and got pull out my report card and say, "Hey, Charles, it's all the gift I give you. What have you done with the gift? What have you done?" And then I get to see all the great things that I did. So that's those are my big ones.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Thank you so much again, Charles. If you'd like to learn more information about Charles Nguyen, you can check out his website and follow him on the social media that is tagged below. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay, that was good. That was great.